Should be
sponsoring
due
this
back another
video.
reaction video, man. It's your boy Garret, man. Let's get into it.
Now back to the video. This is kind of sad. There has been some pretty disturbing footage of Justin Bieber lately. Now, he was in public. He actually attended his wife Hailey's Rose event recently. And some people noticed that he was looking a little off. And people are speculating that he might be back on drugs again, which is really unfortunate. These were the few comments that were seen on TikTok. This is how Liam Payne was acting a few weeks before his death. Just saying that man needs help ASAP. Why does he smell like that? I'm scared. Yeah, he's definitely using. So sad. If Hailey cared, she would take him to rehab, but she's posing for photos. That is not sober Bieber. There are other comments talking about Justin's current state, and a lot of people are concerned about him. Now, we don't know exactly what goes on in his personal life. There were some rumors that he was having some marital issues with his wife, Hailey. But he and Hailey seem to be putting up a united front, so I don't really know how their marriage is going.
Together, bro.
Also, you know, Justin does have his share of health issues. He did say that he had Lyme disease, so we can't really assume that he's using. And his team did come out and tell TMZ that he's okay. He's not on drugs. He's thriving. They said the reason why he was looking the way he did was because he was tired after being in the studio all night. I don't know if I really believe that, but I do hope that he's not using. If he is, it wouldn't shock me because Justin has been through a lot. He's been through a lot of trauma in the industry, and that's a part of the reason why he turned to drugs, to cope with the trauma. And it was even rumored that P. Diddy actually did something to him too. I don't know how true that is, but if it is true, it would explain a lot. It really would. But I do hope that he's okay. I don't know. He's not been looking the best, but I do hope that he is okay. Now, moving on, I want to talk a little bit about Chloe Bailey. Poor Chloe. Chloe Bailey and her label are being sued for $15 million by a songwriter who claims that he wasn't paid for the work that he did on Chloe's album, Trouble in Paradise. Now, the songwriter is named Melvin Moore. He goes by the name Forrest, and he wrote 3 songs for Chloe, including Favorite, Might As Well, and Same Lingerie. He said that he was never compensated or given credit for his work, and the producer who worked on the songs with him, named Bongo, gave the songs to Chloe, and those songs were commercially released without Forrest's knowledge or consent. Not only that, he claims that Chloe violated his cease and desist when she performed those same songs on her platform. And at first he was seeking $5,000 per song, but after being brushed off and disregarded by Chloe's legal team, he decided to file a lawsuit against Chloe and her labels Parkwood Entertainment and Columbia Records for $5 million per song, which totals to $15 million. Now, I gotta be honest with y'all, I do not see Parkwood or Columbia giving Forrest $15 million. That is a ridiculous amount of money. And honestly, I don't think those songs even made that much royalties for him to be requesting that. So I think that's pretty ridiculous. However, he still might have a case. And in his lawsuit, he is alleging fraudulent misrepresentation, violations of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, civil conspiracy, and deceptive business practices. Now, the songwriter Tiffany Red has been advocating for Forrest and other songwriters through her company, the 100%ers, and she has gone into detail about the whole situation and how Chloe's legal team has treated Forrest.
Forrest was not compensated for his work. The splits weren't complete. They registered the copyright in their name and not his. I mean, it's a mess. Now, for 200 days, Forrest and his attorney, Tiffany Morgan, went back and forth with Chloe Bailey's team and Bongo's team. And literally, it went nowhere. They weren't willing to pay Forrest what it was that he was asking for. And honestly, if you guys knew the numbers, you would be like, what? It's ridiculous. So after 200 days, I got involved. I was a fly on the wall in one of the phone calls between Jeremy Moore, who was Chloe Bailey's attorney, and Forrest and his attorney, Tiffany Morgan, where Jeremy Moore told Forrest and his lawyer that he didn't need his consent to release his music. Very, very horrible. So after 200 days, a demand letter that went out last month, they knew this litigation was coming. They decided to continue to do business like this. So a lawsuit was filed.
This whole story is really messy, and I'm really sad that Chloe got caught up in all of this because honestly, I don't believe she would intentionally take songs from another artist. I mean, for one, Chloe is a writer herself. She is a producer, so she knows how important it is for these writers and producers to get paid. But I think the main problem is the business simply wasn't right. And I think Chloe needs a better team. And I don't think she's being correctly advised on how to move, which is why she's in this predicament now. Also, I don't necessarily feel like she's the only person to blame in the situation. The producer, Bongo, actually gave away the songs that Forrest wrote to Chloe without telling him. And they never got a chance to break down who was going to get what percentage.
This radio is crazy, bro. Hope Chloe can get through this, man. And it's your boy Garret. Get y'all in the next reaction, man.